Alrighty. Hey, how you doing? My name is Anthony Gray. Welcome to another live, at least at the time of this recording, episode of Grayscale Painting. I'm just gonna cough up the old graphics on the tablet, get everything prepared. Usually about this time or a little bit later, I'm usually on, okay? So, a little earlier today, I think I went to the wrong one. Yeah, I did. Go back. That's not what I wanted. Got too anxious, hit the wrong one. Let's do that one more time. Go to my channel. And I should be up and around here. Yes, I am. All right. There we go. And so what I'm going to do is hello, Rosemary. How are you? Good to see you. This is probably I think it's 14 by, what are you actually? Nope, you're 15 by what? 20? Yep, you're 15 by 20. It's a 15 by 20 inch, this is a canvas roll that's been glued to a foam board. Okay, so it's quite sturdy and very light. Okay, all right, we're gonna do a nice little swamp scene. So this is a kind of scene that I have not done in quite some time. I've already put my paint glycerin mix on it. That's why you see it look like that. Okay, all right. If you look down below, what I have, that massive orange right there, I put modeling paste into the orange, because that's craft paint orange, so I had to thicken it up a little bit. So that's what that is. And I got sap green, turquoise, titanium white, and a little bit of, I think that's raw sienna or burnt sienna. It's one of them siennas. So I'm taking my brush that you guys already know I use a lot. It's my 2-inch flat brush here. There, this guy. All right, I changed the camera angle, so now you should see my hand from the top instead of seeing it come up from the bottom. Okay, so what you guys are looking at on the bottom is actually the top for me. All right, like I said, I just switched the camera angles. We're gonna get a little bit of this turquoise. And we're gonna set together a nice murky kind of a nice little murky scene here of clouds and whatnot. The clouds won't be exclusively seen like you would think. Put some of that down in here like this. Then we'll take some and we'll pop some on the bottom like this, right across. It might be a little taller. We'll make it a little taller. I'm gonna take some sap green here, and we'll pop some of that sap greenish. There's a method to my madness of why I'm doing it this way. Something like that. I might even take a little bit of this brown, go on the very edges there. If I can get it there. Put some of that red in there too, right on the corners. Just like that, just for right now. So actually, I'm doing a little pre-planning. That's all. Let's take a soft brush, and we'll just very lightly swim some of that over to the side like this. Bring some out a little further, and then you bring it back. And we'll do it again here. So a little further here, not as much here, and a little further up top. Something like that. We're going to take a little bit of white, just a little bit. Oh, right up in here. We'll brighten it up a little bit. So we're going to play around with this a little. Just a little bit. We can return these. See, it doesn't matter. You can always return them and reshape them to whatever you feel it should be, like that. Just like that. All right. Let's take some well, I guess I can tease a little bit of orange. Not too much. I'll tease a little orange in there. Not too much though. Just in the corners, just a light batch here and there. You'll understand why once I get into it. And the blue and the orange kind of makes this weird kind of blue-gray type of deal happening. All right. Hello, Johnny. Hello, JCT. How are you? Okay, I'm going to take the same brush, broad strokes, and we're going to make this really mysterious and kind of fadey and cloudy and all that stuffy. I'll put it right in there. This is a 15 by 20, I think. Yeah, 15 by 20 canvas. All right. Nice, kind of cloudy, murky type of background there. Some of that white we're going to leave right in there too. We need some of that. So I kind of want it more obscure than anything else, not blocking in one solid color, anything like that. Now there's paint mixed in with the glycerin, so it will over time start to tack up on you. Okay, and that's no big deal. That's no problem. There's nothing wrong with that. Kind of what you're looking for a little bit. Let's pop some bright spots in there. Just using titanium white right now. I'll kind of dip in some brightness here and there. All right. And just lightly. I don't want to get rid of all the intensity, but I'm going to blend it in. Blend it in. Just like that. I'm just providing right now atmosphere, not really cloud formations or anything. You're going to see why in a second or two. You're going to see why. This painting's a little more involved than my usual stuff. So hopefully you guys will like it. Hello, Renee. How are you? I am using Johnny, I'm using 11, or I'm sorry, I'm so used to saying 11 by 15. It's 15 by 20 inch foam board with a canvas roll. I just sprayed the back of the canvas roll, sprayed the back of the foam board, let it get tacky, and I just, glue it on there. Spray adhesive. All right, it's not coming off. All right, but that's what I use. Okay. All right. So I'm just checking things out for a split second here. All right, watch this. This is the fun stuff, because I know this won't make a bit of sense to you guys, but watch. Let's take a little bit of this odd colored blue, green, whatever you want to call it. Now watch this. I'm just going to take it, okay, and we're just going to kind of put in all sorts of just stuff in there like this. Look, just like that. Some kind of crooked, doesn't matter. Some coming out that way. Like I say, what you were looking at me doing is just an atmosphere, so it don't really matter. Some goes crooked. Yeah, you guys see me do this. Just like that, look. Just like that, just stuff hanging around there, all right? When it's all done, this will look a lot more complicated than it truly is, okay? Now you gotta be careful about this part here. Lightly, I'm gonna lightly, just kind of touch, bring it down a little bit, fade it a little bit, certain areas. Just like that. Hopefully you guys see me doing this here. Just like that. Very lightly, X strokes, very light. So you're not getting rid of the strokes, but you're just fading them a little bit. Some of you can fade in a little more than others, like there's a little atmosphere in there. So I'm just preparing it, that's all. And I'll go back up again. Go back up, straight up. Now it looks like some are coming out, some are back in the cut in there, all right? Okay, bro. All right, let's get a little bit of water. Get it kind of loose over here. Got the water in my script liner brush. I'm dragging some of this blue out. All right. And we're gonna take this blue, I believe you guys can see it. Do you get some kind of bounce with the foam core when it's stretched? Nope, I do not. Still flat as the board. See? Ain't nothing moving nowhere. All right, it's taped in the back, taped on the sides. It doesn't bow or bend. Nope, still flat. We'll do some little viney things hanging around there like this. Have some kind of cross each other, go down like that. We're gonna do a bit of that. Some of it may be seen, some of it may not be seen. Who knows? But your paint's got to be pretty loose. This is heavier body paint, all right? I'm twirling my brush around. Okay, I'll have some kind of come down here a little bit and come around there. Just loop it around. Some come this way, that way, the other way. They don't have to necessarily connect to another tree. Some can just droop right down like that. All right. And come back over here, bring some down here, loop around like this. You know, you have to give something for Tarzan to swing on. All right. And we come down here, come down, bring some down below here like that. Okay, so you guys kind of see what's happening there. Okay. Renee, I am using Grumbacher and Dollar Roundy, and the orange is craft paint because I don't have any thicker paint orange. And what I did with the orange is just used modeling paste to thicken the paint up a little bit, and that's all I used. Let me clean off this brush for 1 second here. I don't need it right now. Now, when I use my water bucket to rinse off the paint, I put dish soap in it. Usually Dawn or something like that, a little bit. And it gets that paint right off of there. Now, these mop brushes, is nothing but a Walmart makeup brush, but they retain a lot of water. So I mean, if you really want to squeeze it out, just take your hand, just really squeeze it out really good. Okay, and right now I'm just squeezing out a bunch of gooey soap. But I just dried. I got a beach towel on my lap. I just dry it off on my lap real quick, and then that's the end of that. It just air dries and it's fine for the next go round. All right. Okay. No, I don't want to use this. Okay, let's do some background foliage back there. I'm going to use a sea sponge. Look at that pattern. Okay. I'm not even going to joke with this. I'm going to need more of the turquoise. Okay. This is why I did the clouds the way I did them. Kind of nondescript. Nothing to write home to mama about. Okay, let me place my feet on the rack here. Actually, you know, I got water right here. I'm gonna wet the sponge. I usually do not wet the sponge, but I'm gonna wet the sponge this time. And just get some of that water out. Like I said, I got this beach towel here, so I can dampen the sponge a little bit and dry off my hands. Okay, we're gonna take a little dip into this turquoise. You can shape your sponge to anything you want to make it comfortable for yourself. All right. This requires a little bit of paint here. All right. What you do is tap. Don't rub this stuff around. Okay. Now watch the look we're gonna get. Ready? You're not ready, but I'm gonna do the tree edge first because I don't want to get rid of all of that nice cloud back there. So we'll just kind of see that. Watch, just different heights. Come down a little bit. Come on back up there. See, I'll bring some around in here, thicken it up a little bit. I'm concerned about the bottom. That's all I'm concerned about right now. Get some more. Yep, you guys can see what I'm doing here. As long as I'm not truly in your way. Bring some down there. Have some say hello to the locals down there. And up here, you make it very strong, but still in a tapping motion. Don't get it to smear. You still want a pattern. Like some animals can actually find their way up there and hide or whatever. All right. And as I said, this takes a deal of paint. As you see, I ran out. Hey, Barley, how you doing, sir? It's good to see you. Thanks for popping in. I do appreciate it. Who else popped in? Burley did a nice little expose on me there. I don't think, because he doesn't have a wrench, so he can't drop the link. But if he does drop the link, you guys can copy and paste it on there. And he showcases an artist every month on his internet magazine there. And he was gracious enough to have me on there. And I do appreciate it. I do thank him for that. That was very nice. Didn't have to do that at all. Okay, down below here, we're going to establish a little landmass, okay? Don't be afraid to get... Hope you guys aren't running into any trouble. Let's see. Nope, everything came back all right. So we're going to establish a little landmass there, okay? And so I'm just going to, see this? Come up, come down a little bit. It's just, you know, a little shrubbery here and there. It's all right if you go downward, okay? I'm just looking at the stuff. You can ramp some of that up there like that. And you can make some a little higher if you want. Come back down. You can always go lower. See, you can go almost down to the water's edge if you want. Doesn't matter. All right, I'm just concerned about that, the way the top looks there. Okay, You got to kind of think this through a little bit here. All right, that's cool. Let's rinse off this sponge. My hand is getting coated with a nice turquoise. Like I said, I got the towel here. I just squeegee out the rest of the paint here. All right, we may have to come back to this sponge, so I'll put the sponge right there. Okay. Let's get a soft. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Ghost Pirate. How are you? What's the difference between wetting the sponge and not wetting the sponge? If you're not wetting the sponge, depending on what kind of surface your paint is, if you didn't clean out your sponge well enough, it could lead to scratches sometimes. Not wetting the sponge, you're definitely going to need more paint and a lighter touch. For those who want to use the sponge and you're kind of heavy-handed, wet the sponge. All right. Because if you don't, you tend to smear it. But that's all really. I mean, nothing, overly detrimental or anything. I don't want the blue to be really too sharp up there, so I'm gonna just do a light pat just to soften up some of the edges. I'm not gonna blur them out, but I am gonna just tap a few of them down a little bit. But like I say, it may or may not work, because as I'm doing this, remember, I got glycerin and paint for my medium that cover the whole board, so it might not dry, or it might not be wet enough, but it is. It's starting to, I can see it now, starting to kind of mellow off there. All right. I'm just looking at it, making sure everything's cool. Okay. Now, I got a very small color palette on purpose. Okay. On purpose. Let's go to a little bit of, we can start bulking out some stuff here. I'm going to get another brush that can assist me in this. I don't want to use the bigger brush. I guess I'll use this one. Yeah, we'll use this one. All right, we'll go back into our turquoise a little bit. Now, I'm going to pick a different spot. I'll use it right here, turquoise, and we're going to get a little bit of brown in that turquoise there. We're going to darken it up a little bit. Just like that. Just a little bit of foreground. Well, not necessarily foreground, but it's going to be ahead of these bushes here. We're going to establish some little bits of land, swampy stuff going on there. Okay. All right. As you see, it's still in that vein of that color, but look between this color and that color. You see the difference? All right. So it's still a little bit on the turquoise side. All right, and I get plenty of it. Okay, here we go. Ready? We'll start it, about, how about right here? Just like that. And we're gonna have this just kind of come out here like this. But we're gonna take the land part of it here, just like this. We'll take the land part and maybe we'll give it a little curve there, just like that, something like so. Just a slight little curve for that one anyway. Make sure it kind of comes out there, kind of like that. Okay, that's fine. Just establishing a little bit of the land mass. That's it. All we're doing right now. Okay, we're gonna get a little more, touch more brown in there. I'm gonna have to get some more of that brown. We have to, because we're gonna come back to that brown. Okay, we're gonna start another one. Right about here. Come down a little bit lower. He comes a little further, right about there. And he kind of comes down that way. See, he's a little darker. We're just blocking in color right now. Don't worry about the streaks or anything like that. Block it in color. So we got him coming in a little further, like that. Okay, that's all we're doing is blocking in color. Well, before we do that, let's get our sponge back again. Let's gather up some more of this color. Actually, I don't want to do it that way. So we'll do it this way. I want to utilize this color, but I need a little bit more of it. So we'll utilize that. We'll put it right there. So we're going to get a little more of this blue. Put it right there. What's left of the brown, we'll put it right there. We'll mix it right this. It's quicker to mix it with a palette knife. And get the rest of that, put it in there. Yes, that's cool. All right. I didn't want to use the knife or the brush for it. So we're going to clean off this brush. Put it right here. Let's go back to our sponge. This time we're going to curl our sponge up fairly tightly. All right. Well, thank you, Ghost Pirate. I appreciate it. And welcome. If I haven't said it before, welcome. Okay, let's dip into a little bit of this odd grayish color here. And we're going to just kind of crop up some love right up in here. Just like that. We're going to need more of that color. I kind of knew that was going to happen, but you know, I'm a glutton for punishment. Hold on 1 second, guys. Actually, let's just mix it in here. A little bit of that blue, or turquoise. It's a mixture of blue and green. Let's get some raw umber. That's what this stuff is. I don't have too much of this left, so let's make this count, I guess. I'm gonna have to throw that tube in the garbage soon. All right, we're gonna mix them together here. We'll mix it right here. I gotta get a good kind of mix here. So I don't mix them both together at the same time. See, that little bit needs a little more brown. There we go. See that? It's quicker to mix it this way, but you can see the color difference. Okay, that's cool. All right, let's get back to getting here. Let's gather up there. There we go. All right, and here we go. I'm gonna do it again. It's a nice little touch. You see that? Some go higher. See, you want the difference in coloration in your foliage. So this kind of brings it out a little bit more. Okay, you can darken all this up back here too if you want. I'm just folding up the don't matter. There, like that. Okay, let's get some more. Work on the other side here. We'll pop a nice, yeah, you guys can see it. I'm concentrating right now on the outside. You see how easily you can make these bushes here? Get some more here. See that? Bring some a little bit lower, bring them a little higher. Now I'm going to just take my little sponge, I'll flatten it out, get them elongated around the little parts here. We're going to just darken all this up. Doesn't matter. Okay, something like that. All right, I'm looking here, just checking right now. Okay, just rinse off this brush or this sponge. Anything else I want to add, I can use a different brush for. But we're gonna start filling out some of that. Yuck. You guys see what my left hand looks like. Thank goodness for the towel. Okay, we're gonna start filling out some of those faraway bushes there. Give a little life to them. We'll start filling out some of this land area in here too. All right, here we go. I guess I can use let's use this brush. This brush got a little bit of something to it. What I'm looking for is some unusual, let's use a little bit of brown and then we'll mix it up right in here. A little more of that brown there. Get a little sap green. We'll start playing in the sap green a bit. Now I could use there we go, start filling in some of this. There'll be a little highlights and stuff in this, but right now we're just filling it in with a little bit of color there. You'll see in a second. The highlights, when I say highlights, they don't have to be necessarily super bright or anything like that. That's not what I'm looking for right now. But we are going to get them there a little bit. Okay. I could have used a bigger brush for this easily, but not needed for this time around. Hopefully my head wasn't in the way. And we'll add long grass in this. Won't be as difficult as you would think, or as time consuming. It's not like I'm in a rush or anything. And if you guys got to go, I understand, you know, there's always a playback on this. Start filling up some spots here. Okay. Okay. Let's get a little cute. Let's get a little bit touch of white, just a little bit touch. Put it right in here. Just like that. Now watch. Get a little bit of that orange. Pop that orange in there. That's going to turn a weird kind of a gray, but it's going to have that orange tint on it. And I'm mashing the mess out of my brush. White is extremely opaque. Okay, white will cover death. All right. So let's pop in some cute little highlights. Can you guys see this all right? If not, I can zoom it in and do it section by section. Now, I know there's a little bit of a delay. I'm gonna keep it moving here. I'm gonna keep going. But look, I'm gonna just kind of, see this? You can easily flesh out some stuff here. Look at that. All right, I don't have to mound and pounce everything on there. Just a couple. See this? You bring some of that down there a little bit, just like that. Usually a thinner paint will make this happen a lot better. And just different, you know, different shapes going on around there. And you see, I'm not going to add highlights to the background in the back there. That won't be needed. I'll give it a little push here. And a little bit of push here. Just some clumps of grass here and there. Just like that. Okay. I probably don't need any more than that. Let's make that a little bit sharper. Okay, we'll be a little bit more detailed as we get closer. We're going to get a nice water's edge here somewhat. So we're going to start on this next. I can actually still use this. Let's get a little more orange this time. And a little slight touch of white. So be just a little more on the orange side. All right, and the brushes are really opened up here. And we're going to take it and we give a slight. I gotta let that guy know that I'm live. He doesn't know that I'm live. But as you can see, a little bit brighter. I'm not getting rid of all that green. Don't get rid of all your darks, because if you do, then there's no sense of depth. You follow me? So I'll go up here and I'll play around in here in the top a little bit. Pop in some color, right? Just like this. But then I'm gonna skip and do it again. See, now you're establishing that the tree's got some bulkiness to it there. It's got some depth to that fella. All right, just like that. We come out here and we give some stuff on the edge here, just like so. Okay. Let me talk to this guy for 1 second. Hey, what's going on, boss? What I'll do is I'll talk to you more in depth about it in a little while. Right now I'm filming a live. Hello there, I didn't get to read all of your message, just the last part of will I be painting tonight. Actually, I'm on YouTube painting live right now. I get messages often. Sometimes they don't know when I'm on, but my scheduled time is usually right about now. Okay. All right, we'll continue on here. Okay, let's get some different shrubs and things going on over here on this side. We're going to use a fan brush for this. Okay, let's go into our sap green for a minute. So we'll put our sap green right here. We're going to get a little bit of white into that sap green. It's just to brighten up the sap green just a little bit so it can be shown a little more. All right, we're gonna do these this grass in kind of like clumps, because we're gonna utilize our script liner a lot. This is kind of a boggy, swampy scene here. All right, so we're gonna come over here to the side. Let's zoom in for a second because I didn't see anybody give me an answer, so I'll zoom in anyway. I'll just move it right here. Now, all I gotta do is just touch the camera. That'll put everything in focus, all right? And we're going to get this party started. We're gonna just come here and we're just gonna wisp it up like that. Just like that. Don't get rid of all that dark green now. Now we're gonna accentuate all what you're seeing here, what you're seeing me do. Make it kind of, I'm turning my brush around, make it, now this is canvas, so I can press a little bit and, you know, add a little pressure to it. But you see, now it doesn't look so flat anymore, does it? Look at that. Now what I'm showing you, you can do the exact same thing. I don't want to hear any excuses. I really don't. I'm showing you. You guys can do the same thing. No excuses. Let's go over here to the one that's a little further away. That guy back there. So we're going to add some of that to what we've already put there. See that? I don't have to make them so glaringly loud in color that they kind of obstruct or abstract anything. Just like that. That's all. All right. Okay, let's put this guy back. I don't think I need this tall fella. look at it from time to time to make sure everything's cool. All right, let's put the brush back. I'm going to need a darker color. I can't mix one here because the colors aren't truly as dark, you know. Let's use the rest of this raw umber. We'll put the raw umber right about here. I don't know how much of it I got left. This might be like the very last bit of it. There. Okay, you meet the garbage can. Nice knowing you. All right, let's get a little bit of Mr. Gray's running out of colors, guys. This is not good. All right. No, not this one. Let's use this guy. Come here. Come to daddy. This might work. We're going to use a little bit of cad red. We'll put the cad red over here where this blue used to be. All right. Okay. Let's take the 1/2-inch brush. We only need a little bit. Well, I'm going to show you something before I do that. I guess we can do that right now, and then we'll do it with this color. We'll do it with a little bit of sap green. Let me show you this first. Let's get some. No, I changed my mind. There's something else I want to add. I don't want to mislead you guys because we still got to build this in layers. So I know I got green on my brush. It's okay. I'm gonna get a little bit of red. Boom. Let's put it right here. So we got some red. All right. Okay. Yeah, I might as well use the green. Red and green are opposites on the color wheel. It's going to turn a deep brown like you see right now. Okay, this is not really the brown I'm looking for. I'm looking for something a little deeper, but I think this might do. It's going to have to do. This will work. Okay, this light blue is going to turn it a little bit grayish. So we'll sneak some of that in there too. So it's going to give it a weird funky type of color there. We can kill some of that color though. Put some more right up in there. Okay, this will be fine for what I'm wanting anyway. I forgot to put another row of trees in. That's why. Okay, but we're gonna do it right now. All right, so we've got our lighter trees in here. Okay, all right. Let's add our darker batch. Okay, they're a little larger. We'll put them right about here. We'll kind of put it right up in there. We're going to make them larger, a little thicker, something like that. And well, come on, let's spread them out a little bit. We're going to be doing this a few times, so check this out. Yeah, you guys can see it. Pull back a little bit. All right, here we go. Same premise as the previous ones. Of course, you're not going to get some faded out in the back. That's kind of not going to happen. I'm going to go into my deeper brown here. I'll slap a little bit of red in there. I need plenty of paint, which is why I'm doing this. We're not going to we're not going to really bore you too much with we'll put a thin one in here. Thin ones like this, well, it was thin. I got to make that one thicker. That was my bad. We'll put a thin one right here. We'll put a smaller, thinner one here. We'll get more paint. I'm just using the corner of the brush. I'll put a thin one in there like that. Just kind of back there like that. We'll put a thin one right in here like this. And we'll go back to a, we'll put a thick one coming down here like this. Okay, just like that. Ball came out there like this. This painting is a little more involved. It's a larger canvas. Now more to put in it. Let's do another thin tree right up here. Another thin tree kind of coming in like this. All right. And now, I think I'll plant one more thick one and then we'll call it a day. Let's put a thick one right up in there, like that. Spread him out. Have him come toward the edge there. Like that. All right. We still got plenty of that brown color. Watch what I'm going to do with this. We'll still use the okay, she's done. We're going to still use this color. I'm going to use a script liner. We're going to use some water. I guess I can put the water back where I can easily reach it. We'll put the water right here. So I'll get plenty of water on your script liner brush. Get the color to an inky consistency. All right. Watch. Ready? Start putting branches in there like that. Roll your brush around. Inky consistency is the key. Just like that. Actually, I need more water than what I have. Plenty of water. So this stuff flows right off the brush. I'm on canvas, so kind of go this way with it. We'll get some up there. Roll that brush around. Don't try to take, get some skinny ones in here for these little fellas in there like that. As you see, I got branches going everywhere. Trust me. Do as I do. You'll thank me later. Roll that brush around in there and keep that paint on the brush. Okay? You'll thank me later, I promise. You will. Okay. You vary them. Some are thin, some are thick. Some kind of join off, go in other directions. Who knows? See, someone can go down all across there. Have fun with it. Enjoy yourself. See, you know, add all sorts of stuff to it. We'll have one come up here and goes right down, just hangs on there. Go down there. Let's have a ball with it. All right. Yeah. Get some more water. Have one come here, make a left turn, go that way. How you doing, Vicky? Welcome. And we'll come out this way, and we'll put one over there like that. But as you can see, all right, you can easily fill it up there. Okay. We'll put a nice thick one right here. Put him here. He belongs to that guy. All right. I might as well show you this too while I'm thinking about it. Let's take a little bit of white. I never took the brown off. It's gonna probably turn a little grayish. Get some water. Put that water in there. Get some of that light green. Slap it in there just a little bit. Tint the white brown color there. Just like that. I think that'll work. I can probably have it a little bit darker. Just get a little more of that green. I mean, it's light green. You don't want to go so dark with it. But remember, keep the water on the brush. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Let's go over here on this section. This is the section we're paying attention to over here anyway. So, all right, here we go. Watch. There we go. Look at that. Add a bunch of those in there. Get you some more. Now remember, it might look a little crazy and loud right now, but acrylic paint dries flat. So remember that. When it dries flat, it dulls the color. So it's not as bright as you think. Just keep that in mind. And you know, you can go at a pretty good clip. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Vicky. I do appreciate it. I really do. Hit the thumbs up button. YouTube seems to like that. Hit the thumbs down button. YouTube seems to like that too. They both count. away. Don't worry about the little dot things down there. Just wipe them away. It's all right. This is either heavy or medium bodied acrylic paint. I used to be an oil painter, so I kind of like the thick acrylics. I'm a little more accustomed to those, which is why, you know, I use them. All right. Let's do something a little cute here, just because I kind of want to. All right. I'm not going to go too crazy with the detail. Let's get a little bit of white. Let's mix it in with some of this. Well, let's mix it in with some of that. Let's just spread it out here. Get some of this. Need a little more brown. Put the brown in there. I'm just scraping up the green, scraping up the, you know, other stuff. It's getting there. I kind of wanted a little bit on the, get a little bit of this, put it in there. Kind of gray it up a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, that's not enough. That's enough. That'll work. There we go. Actually, it's turning a greenish gray. Okay. Let's put some of that right there and just use the rest like that. Let's see what a little white will do. Okay. Let's put that right there. Let's get a little more brown and add that brown to it. That'll gray it up a little bit. Yeah. There. That's perfect. That makes a good rock color too. Let's spread it out pretty thin. All right. Well, we're gonna use a palette knife anyway, so let's get a little. Looks like that. All right. Let me show you something. We're close enough. Hopefully it's not too much. Get a little bit. All right. Here we go. We'll tap on a little bit of detail. Flatten out your palette knife pretty good. And we'll go across, add a little tree detail in there. Just similar to some bark, okay? Now, the trick to it is keep your palette knife pretty flat to the canvas. All right, and a slight little touch. Just what you see me do right now. What's making those patterns is actually the pattern on the canvas. So the canvas is actually doing all the hard work. You're the foreman. You're just telling it where to go. You got me? You're the foreman. You're getting the big money. You just tell the workers what to do. All right. And that's all I'm doing. Just telling the workers what to do. Yes, it is, Renee. It's a glass palette. It was actually given to me. Some lovely lady sent it to me. She made a mistake, or actually the company made a mistake, and they sent it to the wrong address. Then they got it corrected, sent it to the right address, but she complained about it and they sent her another one. And she had no use for two, and she asked if I would like it, and she sent it to me. Some of the brushes you see me use, she sent to me also. Some people, they ask my address, and they say they want to send a card, and they end up sending me all this gear, which is sweet. It's sneaky, but it's very sweet of them, and I do use it. I do use them. Okay, I want to show you something as I'm yakking. Okay, we've got darker trees, which sets the turquoise back, but we're not getting rid of all that detail in the back. You follow me? Okay. We're gonna do the same thing with these guys. These guys will be even darker, but we're gonna take care of this area here first. All right. Okie dokie. We're gonna bring that sponge back, right? We are. Okay, let's bring back the. I'm done with this. So let's gather up some color here. I'm gonna use the colors that we do have here. I'm not gonna waste anything. We'll just use this stuff right here. Now, as you can see, I don't want it to be that light of a green color. So we'll take a little bit of its opposite, red. And we'll gray it up a little bit. Now if I really want it crazy looking or true gray, I'll just add the orange, but I don't want to add the orange just yet. The orange being the direct foreground. Okay, I guess this will somewhat work for what we need anyway. This should work fine. And here we go. Same sponge. Remember, right now, we don't want to get rid of everything in there, but we want to give, you know, these trees some leaves. You know, let's give them some hair. They're kind of young. They didn't lose their hair yet. All right, and we're just going to give a nice little pat along, just like this. See, bring some down there. The important part is really the edge, how far down I want to go with this stuff. You got me? Like this. Stuff like this. See how you can bring it on out there like that. Okay, well, we'll pop a couple of those lovelies down in there like that. All right. Okay, just get a little bit of deep brown. We'll mix that brown in there like that. Yeah. A little bit of red. Yeah, I'll put it in there. Now I'm going to use some of that orange. Kill some of that, turn it kind of grayish. Okay. Brown in there. A little more brown. Pat it in there. If I had some more sap green, that would be the color I would put in there. Okay, anyway, we got plenty of this color. It's okay. And we'll get this kind of solid up here. Just like that. Because this batch is a little closer to us. You understand? All right. We'll kind of put a little love over here on this side. Just like that. I don't need to add any more to that. That's perfectly fine. You leave it be. We're good. You still see some of the blue. You still see the trees in the back. It's kind of hazy back there. Leave it be. All right. Okay. I'm not going to clean it just yet. Let's set that right here. Let's take our, I want to show you another little cute something I'm going to show you here. All right, let's go back into our deeper brown. Let's mix it right into the, I'm going to need some more of the green. All right, I just can't. I need more green. More sap green. We're going to need the sap green. I might need a little bit of darker blue too, but we'll see as we get to this. All right, still keeping a relatively small color palette. All right, let's move on. Let's get a little bit of green. Put that green in there like this. Okay. Get its opposite. Pop it in there. It'll get a little dark on us. I'll see if I had a deep blue in here, that would really work, but not just yet. I guess this would. Green. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it's doable. It's fair, I guess. I could really do for this to be a little darker, but I think this will be. This would be alright. Somewhat. I guess it'd be okay. As I'm looking at this stuff, I guess it'd be alright. If not, I can always make it darker. But I guess this will be okay for, you know, for what I'm going to do with it anyway. Alright, look down here. Look. Down here. Okay, ready? You guys ready? Here we go. Keep it horizontal. Keep it horizontal like this. Keep it horizontal. That tree got a little bit of a turn to it too. And we're going to do that just like this. Look. See? Keep horizontal. Keep horizontal. Keep going. Keep going. It gets a little narrower. Keep going. Have it go there. Have it go there like this. It gets like the water's moving. Keep going. Keep going. You got to add the sound effects. If you don't add the sound effects, it never works. Have it come this way, have it come that way. Have it come this way, have it come that way, have it come this way, little fella. Have him kind of bent that way, whatever, like that. We got another one right here. We got a little fella right in here. Keep him going with the flow of the water. Even though he's a narrow little guy, keep him going with the flow of the water. Here we got one right back here. Don't forget about him. Yeah, he's flowing with the water there. Just like that. Okay. All right. J. Marie, how are you? Welcome. Okay, this fella here's got a little curve to him. That's all right. That's all right. Curve him. Curve him in that direction. Have him run into the other fella there. Make one just like that. Okay. Yeah, I know we got these little light fellows. We add a little whatever in there. I got this little bug thing. Maybe I just smash him. He got away from me. If I sell this, you guys really have a nature painting. Just like that. Come on up in here like that. I know we got a third one in there. Pop him there like that. Okay. Okay, that's enough of that for right now. Let's go over here to the others. Nah, hold on. Let's just make dark brown right in here, just a deeper brown. We'll just add a little bit of land right in here, just right in there like this. Push it up into the green a little bit like that. A little more, it's just a brown here. Just like that, you know, you push it up into the land a little bit there. Okay, that'll work for me. I'm happy with it. We're good with that. Maybe a little more land right here. Let's have him kind of come out there like that. Then kind of go in there. All right, that's just one of my little things. All right, now I promise we're gonna go on the other side. Let's go on the other side. We're gonna do pretty much the same similar thing, but the colors will be deeper, a little darker. All right, which means another color. Let me clean up this brush real quick. Let's see what we got here for a dark color. Let's see what this dark blue will do for me here. We'll put the dark blue. We'll put it right here. That may or may not be enough. We're about to find out right now. Okay. We're gonna get another little canopy of trees. I'm not gonna go too heavy because I like this turquoise. We don't want to put the turquoise in the forgotten spot. Okay. So we'll bring out its leaves somewhere. We'll stop it somewhere around in there somewhere. Okay, but we'll put the trees and such up in there. All right. Let's get a nice little mix of that. Once again, I really don't want to get rid of this brown because I think we can use this. So we'll gather the green and the brown together. We'll gather whatever we can here. Actually, you know what? No, let's keep it right here. Add the blue into it. Add the blue into it. There we go. That's a nice deeper version of green. So I guess we are using it, aren't we? Just like that. Okay. We'll use that. That will be fine. Once again, let's get our trusty sponge. I didn't wash it. Thank goodness. Okay, here we go. We'll dip right into that darker green. Once again, we're not going to go as far because I kind of like what I see here. So we're going to be really strategic with it. We'll go down about right here. Okay. So I'm just thinking about maybe like that for this, and then we'll darken up this part in here just like that. I don't need any more than that. But we can take a little bit of white maybe a little bit of brown. Let's grade up a little bit. A little more brown than that. Let's grade that up. Now be careful. I'm gonna have to pounce onto this so I can get some of my sponge pattern back. Be very careful. We'll pop in a few little cute little highlights here and there. Not too much, just a few, just a couple of them in there like that. I don't want to add too many of them in there, but I think that will do. That should do. That should do fine. Let's clean off this mop brush real quick. Not mop brush, sponge. There's certain your hands will be looking like this after a while. And if you're scared of your hands looking like this, you might want to choose another hobby, because you will get dirty. Okay. All right, let's scrape some of this away. We don't really need any more of it, so because I got this towel, I just scrape what I don't need, put it on the towel here. I don't have to have a sparkling clean palette, but I just want to clean it up a little bit just for the other colors. So you guys get to see how I do it here real quick. And since I got the tissue, I just wipe it on the tissue here. It's no big deal. Okay. Once again, we'll get our 1/2 inch brush. Let's go into our dark blue right here. Let's go into our brown, which gives me the funky looking green, right? And it does. It gives you a blue green, but guess what? Put that red in there. That red will kill all of that. Just stir it up in there. Now, red's a very powerful color, as you can see. Okay, so I'll add a little more brown. Add a little more blue. There, look at that for dark. See how quickly that changes? I do this with a small color palette just to show you what you can achieve. Now that's just a super deep dark maroon. Once it dries, it'll be almost darn near black. Okay, but with the colors you see on the board here, you'll never really notice the difference unless I put white in it. Okay. All right. And we're gonna throw some trees in here. A little thicker, boom, like that. And I'll put a branch in there. These trees are a little more healthier. They're a little closer to us. Okay. You can kind of spread them out there if you want, like that. Up to you how you want to do these guys. You know, you put a little branch up in there. It doesn't matter. Put a thin one in there to kind of portray one being in the background back there. Okay, like that. Can you guys see it? Yes, you guys can. All right, good. We'll put another thin one up there like that. We'll kind of cross them over. We'll put another thicker one. We'll have them go in the opposite direction. We'll put another bigger one in there. Have him come on up in there and kind of spread his little wings in that direction. We'll have something kind of go off here. Right in here like this, and have him kind of turn off. Okay. Let's get a little bit of water, thin down my paint just a little bit. And we'll put some thin guys in there like that. Really thin fellas in there like this, kind of fill it up a little bit. And pop one in there like that. Bring him downward and kind of curve him like this. Give him a little root down there too. Change him like this. Don't worry about all of this. It'd be, see, you just fade it right out. See that? Okay. Much like that. we're going to do the same process. All right. Let me see something here. Hold on. Okay. All right, a little after an hour. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, same thing like we did with these fellas back here. We add some tall grass in here too. All right. Okay, get some paint, some loose paint. Use some of this little purple. Get some of this sap green. Put the sap green in there and purple. It just grays it up a little bit. All right. Let's add a little micro touch of white in that. There. Now, let's get some water. Really put some water in there. Now, of course, I'm using a script liner, so you can only use so much water, but you need a really inky consistency and a lot of it. Roll the paint around. Don't be shy of putting paint on this brush. Okay, you guys should be able to see this. Let's see. Oh yeah, you guys can see some of that. You can probably do to be a little bit lighter. See, you'd be surprised how light you actually would have to go. All right, now that might look to be too bright, but I guarantee you that might be perfect. Okay, white's extremely opaque, but it's not exactly white now, is it? But it might appear that way once you put it against all this green and all this drab color here. See this? Do them in groupings and kind of bring them outward in different directions. Okay. Nobody's chatting. Nobody's talking. Are you guys still there? Come out here a little bit. Come out here. I'm just pulling the brush back ever so slightly. Nobody's talking. Believe it or not, I'm actually going in off of the tape. Different directions, different variations in size. Okay. Do it in patches. Don't worry about all that. They can be wiped away. Oh, there you are, Renee. Okay. All right. Well, it's still, even right now, as long as I've been doing this, it's still something for me to get used to. A big load of quiet. But as you see, you just build up and build up and build up. Okay. Now, usually a painting like this would easily take me a few hours. I'm doing more painting than talking, or I am just more cognitive of me just painting while I'm running my mouth. I think it's a little bit of me being more cognitive of running my mouth and just paint. Yeah, we'll keep it that way. That just sounds better. This is kind of a boggy type of scene, so you can never have too many of these long weed looking things. I'm gonna show you something else too while I'm doing this, and I think you guys this might enlighten a few of you. All right, well, we're getting towards the ocean. It's not the ocean. You meant that. Well, we're gonna use some of this purple, because you're not going to be able to really see that light green, so we just have to go a little darker like this. Put some of those in there like that. See this? See that? Just like that. Put some back there. Curl them. All right. But you add a little cute. Oh, you guys can't see it. We'll add some little doodads in there like that. You don't have to, but I think it'll look kind of cool. Add some little cattails in there like this. Put some way back there like that. Okay. Those do look pretty cool. Maybe I'll add a couple here too, like this. Doesn't matter where you aim it. That's a little too much water. It might drip on me. Get rid of it. Get a little more white, put it in there. Make the paint a little stiffer. And boom, now you put them in there. Just like that. Put a couple in here that way. Put a couple this way, that way, this way. You don't even have to put them where you see any of the long grass. Just they're representational things in there. Put some in there like that. Yeah, like that. Okay. All right. Hey, Billy. How you doing, Billy? Weird to see you, boss. Okay. Let's get some of this orange that I've made up and didn't do anything with. Let's put it out there like that. We'll be real slick. And we'll just kind of tap some of that orange in there like this. Put it in there like that. Bet you didn't think I used the orange for this, huh? That'll catch your eye, won't it? Put some up in here. Now, with the liquefied orange that I have, it would never do this. I'd have, with the type of paint, the watered down paint, the craft paint, you wouldn't be able to do stuff like this. You have to put a little something in there to thicken it up to get away with doing things like that. Okay. All right. Let's clear some of this out of here. I don't need it. Actually, this makes life easier. Let's take the towel and wipe it off. Okay. Let's get a little bit of titanium white. Some of the green in it, that's fine. Some of the other colors are in it, that's fine also. Let's take it, we'll spread it out here. Something like so. Get a nice little wisp across, like that. All right. We'll go from right here. Try to get your palette knife as flat as you can, and keep it horizontal no matter what. I have post-nasal drip, and when I talk a lot, it goes backwards, my throat dries up, and I sound like this. Which is why I had to stop. I knew it was coming. Now, remember, go horizontal, and when you add the little wiggles, horizontal. I kind of like that. Let's see if I can get away with another one. Yeah, there we go. Like that. I like it. I like it. All right. Once again, we'll do it on this. Oh, you guys couldn't see all of it. Of course not. When I coughed, it threw me off. But that's all right. I will do a repeat performance on this side. Keep it horizontal. I'll show you the other side, but this is going to be the mirror image of it. I'm going in reverse. Keep it horizontal. Horizontal like this. Okay. Just like that. Get a nice little trail there. Horizontal. Just like that. Let's make that a little stronger there. Getting some more, flatten out the color. Put it right on the edge of the knife. And then, now when we're this far away, get some gentle taps like this. Just tap it like this. But make sure that it's horizontal. Just like that. Go across it. I'll put some out here like this. It's going to take you a little practice. Keep them horizontal. You can go across it like that also if you want. But you see how it looks like little sparkles? All right. You guys still can't see it? Of course not. That's because everything's on the other side. Let's just paint it back like that. I'm so sorry. That is my fault. That's my bad. But we're gonna repeat it. We'll repeat it over here for you guys. That's my bad. We'll do it again. Here. The sparkles are like this. See this? It's my bad. I'm so sorry. There. Like that. Keep it horizontal with the page. And then if you want, see, go across. Look at the sparkles. See that? Go on across. Yeah, we'll pop one here. Now this I'm doing for you because I missed on the other side there. And that was my fault. That was my doing. My bad. But much like this. Okay. All right. My bad. I do apologize for that. I will be more mindful this time of that. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost done. All right. Okay. Let's get my 3/4 brush. Where is it? We'll get that right in there. All right. Let's get some dark blue. We'll put it right in with this maroon mix here. Get a little bit of red. Boom. Pop it in there. We need something really dark. Get that green. Slap that green in there like this. Get a nice deep color here. I might want it a little bit more on the bluer side there. Mix it right in pretty deep. Pretty good. All right. Let's brown it up a little bit with that red. You just keep mixing it. It'll get there. Just keep mixing it up. Okay. When I cough like that, I also get agitated. It's nothing I do. It's, you know, my mother had the same thing. Thanks, Mom. All right. There's a method to my madness of why I'm doing what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing here. Yeah, you guys can see it this time. And I'm just establishing a land mass here. That's all. Okay, we'll block all that in. Block it in. You see how you get so much depth? Okay. Where am I? Those little brush up the strokes that I'm doing are on purpose. Yeah, I know it's kind of gonna gray out right there, but that's okay. We got something for that. That's all right. But basically, it's fairly dark down here. Pretty dark, pretty dark, pretty dark. Keep it pretty dark. All right. I'm just gathering up more of the dark paint. I tend to spread it out. Put it right there. All right. One more tree, or maybe two, but one more. The tree that will be here will be the largest. It doesn't necessarily need any leaves, but it will have detail. We'll pop one right here. I gotta see how sharp that edge is there. Like that. Come that way. Same colors. Obviously I don't have enough blue. But at this point, it don't matter. All I need is a dark color. Just like that. One fella. At least have one of these guys go straight vertical. God, I get agitated when this happens. It happens every time. No, there's nothing I can really do about it. Drinking more water don't help. It's just whatever it is that my mother had. This persistent cough will come. Usually at a certain time of night too. Get a little water, thin out this color. Okay, make sure you guys can see all of this. All right, spread it right out there. All right. Now I could get away with it maybe with this brush if I can get it flat enough here. If I have too much paint in the furrow, that's not going to happen. No, I didn't think so. I can't use this brush. Okay, I will use the 1/2" brush. The 1/2" brush, I can get away with it. All right. Okay. Well, we have one kind of curve this way and go out. Now, obviously, closer to you, thicker branch, like so. All right. Okay. I do have thicker paint, so I'm just using a little water. Just like that, and we'll thin it out, come on across, like that. And we just have him come off the page. And then we'll just have some stuff kind of linger on down like this. Just like that. We have one come right here and just break off. Just like that. He's just broken right there. Okay, we'll leave all of that alone. I done made that orange and you guys are like, why he got all that orange? He didn't use that orange. I'll use the orange, I promise. La 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 la. Okay. Let us get a larger fan brush, a little uglier, a little bigger. We're at 98% here. Okay, let's get a little bit of red here. Put the red right there. A little bit of this green. Put that green right in there like this. Now we got that weird, funky browny color there. Okay, got a lot of yeah. We'll use that. Okay, and here we go. You guys should be able to see most of this. And go right from the bottom. And I'm just going to put some of that darkness in there. Yes, it's pretty dark. You probably can barely see it. But this is not the end of the story, trust me. It is not. A little bit of water, loosen up this paint. Remember, a thin paint will stick to a thick paint, and that's some pretty thick paint down there. Ready? There, put it right in between there. Here we go. Ready? Very thin. You do it in patches. Go right from the bottom of the tape, or the bottom of wherever you got your. It takes a little bit of press, but look, as I'm doing it, this is not the final because you're not getting rid of all of your dark. All right, right from below the tape, and put it right up in there. Just like that. You can keep some of that darkness in there. Works more for you than against you, trust me. Yes, Renee, exactly. My coughing took up 23 minutes. I'm just joking. Not really. I think it's pretty funny though. All right. Let's go back to our palette knife for 1 second. Let's clean off the rest of this. Even though I could have used that lighter color, I won't bother with it because we'll just mix up some more. Even though we're at the lowest, almost the last part of the painting, and I'm gonna need colors that I don't have on here, but that's okay. Let's clean off the rest of this. We'll utilize some of that orange, okay, just because I put it there. Actually, originally I was gonna use a lot more of that orange, but as I started doing it, then my color temperature and color palette just changed. It happens. Yeah, I was going to use a lot more orange, but for what's going on here with it, I think this is fine. Let's take some of this orange. I remember this used to be craft paint orange. All right, I had to put some of the modeling paste on there. Okay, modeling paste has a kind of a grit to it also. All right, here we go. Take a swipe across. And here we go. Now you could do it with taps like this. If you want to, you could make your tree texture with taps like that. Up to you. I think I'll do it with the taps there. I'm very lightly tapping and just traveling with it. See if I got any left there. Play around with. Make sure I'm not in your way. I know you see my armpit and my forearm with the front camera, but just tapping. Make sure your palette knife is pretty flat to the canvas. All right. Now remember, the canvas texture is helping you get those patterns. Okay. Bring some of that down there a little bit. Have some sneak across a little further than others. Just a couple. See? Have some of that sneak off and be kind of slick. Gathering some more, make it flat. A little more than that. Flatten it out. Just like that. All right. Yep, you guys can see it. Just be careful. A lot of it comes off sometimes, a lot of it don't. Just remove that. Add it to this. And then you add a little bit to that maybe. Add a little bit there. Add a little bit there. I got a little bit on the other side. I just give it a little touch. Like that. That's fine. This guy, he needs some love too. So we'll give him a little bit of something in a curved fashion. Like that. Okay. Get rid of some of it there. All right. Okay. Let's take advantage of some of this stuff. Why not? Inky consistency. All right. We'll throw a little bit of white in there. We'll kind of brighten it up a little bit. Make it pretty inky though. Really loose. All right, look at that color shift right there. Here's the fun. Ready? Yeah, we got you. Put him in there. Look at this. Swirl him around in there. I do have a larger brush. I can get larger strokes in here. And I might just do that. We're going to get some of that green. If I got green in there, I don't see any green. So maybe maybe no green today. Curve them. Boom. Curve them up in there like that. Some of the bigger ones are really close to you. So I'm coming up off the tape, the taped border. See that? And it can get a little thick on you. Pop them in different directions like that. Keep it moving, keep it going. Keep it going. Vary your strokes. Vary the brightness if you can. All right, keep going with it. I'll put it in between. Since we're kind of almost finished with this, I can get rid of the bottom. I can get rid of the palette. All right, that should help you guys out. And we continue on. Now, over here by the water, we can get them to be a little bit darker also, and lighter. We can really have some fun with this. I do, obviously, I sell my paintings. If you're interested, if you got Facebook Messenger, just message me. Same day, grayscale painting. Now, once it starts getting a little watery and you don't see it, that's because it ran out of paint itself. So some of the opaque is gone. That's all right. Get more titanium white, a little more of that orange, a little more water. And trust me, it comes back. See, it comes back. The more you add, the more realistic it looks, even if the colors are unconventional. Let's get some white. Oh, let's play around here. We got a little bit of green scrounging around in there, I think. Yeah, let's get some more of this titanium white, put it in here. Water it up a little bit so we get a different flavor of color in there. Right up around here. Look at that. Pop some of those in there. See that? Different color, different color. Pop some of those up in there like that. See that? Keep going. See all those different variations and tones of color? Okay. Just adds more depth into your woods there. Your bog, swamp. So here, Johnny. I don't do too many of these. I should, I guess. Sometimes I do the quick technique paintings to get people started. Then I don't really do much for anything or for anybody who might be slightly above that. I guess I should accommodate everybody. As you see, this painting it takes a little more time. Actually, I'm doing really good for painting like this, because I'm doing more painting, concentrating on more. Painting than anything else. But look at all the grasses. See how it all builds up, okay? You do this to your heart's content, to you know you're satisfied with it, till you're happy with it. All right. I'm gonna cheat. Sorry. I am gonna cheat though, because I want to get this thing going here and get done with it. I'm cheating. I'm using a little Black India ink. Yes, Black India ink. And we're gonna throw some of those lovelies right into the water here, see? Look at that. How you like that there? Curl them around a little bit. See this? Believe it or not, adds more depth. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Yes, you can. All right. Madonna, when I started doing this, back when I started doing this, there was no YouTube or anything going like that. It was all television. And Bob Ross, we used to do a painting at 26 minutes. I was like, man, I gotta step my game up. And then when I finally got to a decent level, everybody started doing it online, and they weren't doing it on TV as much anymore. So I never really stopped going fast, I guess. And plus, I used to be a comic book artist, so you know, they got that thing called a deadline. And if you want to remain employed, you must keep that deadline. So, as you can see, I'm going, yeah, you guys can see it on the other side of the tree here. And I'm adding thick little patches of this stuff. See, you can get rid of what you don't want, really. But I'm fairly almost just about done here. Okay, it's really just me adding. Look at this. See, stuff all on the side here. See that? Let's add some of it on the other side, because the other side might get jealous. So we'll put a couple of curvies down there like this. Have one coming down like that. You don't want any angry ones. You don't want them too jealous. Let's put up. Yeah, you guys can see it somewhat. Put a little couple of those dangling around like this on it. We'll put a couple of them up here too. Just like that. Just kind of give it a little press. Pop a couple of them up there like this. Come over here. Pop a couple of them here like that. Okay. All right, we'll leave this alone. I promise we're done. Let's get a little white, orange, get a little something to sign my name on this. Oh, I'll sneak my name right in here. Nobody will probably see it, but that's part of the fun, I guess. But it's in there. My signature is in there somewhere. You just have to look for it. Okay. Well, usually I would whack a frame on it, but there's no frame this size, so I'll just take off the tape. I do appreciate you guys coming through and watching tonight. I really do. There we go. Yeah, Billy Alexander was a beast. He was, at the time I was a kid, he was a little too aggressive for me. That dude scared me. Welcome to my studio. You paint right now. No, I want to paint with you. Yeah, he was aggressive. Then he got the nerve to sing. I'm so free, so happy, so free and happy. I'm painting with my chickens, free and happy. See, I made the song for you. Nah, I can't get rid of it. I appreciate it more now, though. Let's bring this down. Bring that up. All right. You guys can somewhat see it. There, that makes it a little bit straighter. It's all in the positioning of my camera in back of me. Whew. All right, guys. You're welcome, Renee, and thank you very much, Madonna. Thank you, Johnny. Carolyn to be free. Hello. I appreciate you guys coming in this evening to watch me every Wednesday. Usually about 6:30 or 7. I usually would be up on here. Today was 6 o'clock because it's about 7:45 now. So, all right. Whew. Yeah. Not too many people. Not too many of you see me do anything like this. At least do it live. But you know, I can do stuff like this. It takes a little bit longer. I don't know if many people would really want this. It's using the same techniques, but just more detail. Oh yeah. You know what? He's sweet. He was a very sweet guy. All that intelligence, and he has such charisma. Yeah, that's the guy that taught Bob Ross. So let me shut this off. Shut this off. Yeah, there you go. All right. Yeah. So, well, guys, I do believe that's it. Let's get the light out of the way here. Let's turn it to the side there. I think you guys can somewhat still see me with the light up there. If you notice in the back there, from when I started to right now, directly in back of me, the windows are open, and it's getting pretty dark. You know, 7:46 is getting dark out here now. It used to be 9 o'clock a couple of weeks ago, so you know fall's coming. All right, I do appreciate it. It is a Wednesday. I know some of you got work and everything, and you guys got other things to do and other people to see. But I do appreciate it that you come by and hang out with a brother this evening. Oh, for those of you who might not know, still a few people in here. I donated a bunch of paintings to Sandy Westmund, I think her name is. Her YouTube channel is called Just Sandy, JUSTSANDI, Just Sandy. I don't even know how many paintings I donated to her, but she did an unboxing tonight. I know she's gonna auction off a few. I think the other batch she's gonna do a silent auction for it, and it's to help people who are really desperately in need, like not 3 weeks from now, but like 3 weeks ago type of need. And she people send things into her, you know, that people can sell or bid on, you know, just to get money up so they can be a blessing to somebody out there. And a buddy of mine, he donated some paintings there, and I asked if, if I was able to, if I could do it, donate some paintings. And so I did. There's quite a few of them there. So I wish her the best with it. I hope it, gives her enough funds so she can continuously help people. So, all right, Madonna, I shall see you. But per as usual, I shall take a picture of this thing and I'll post it. I'll probably give it a few more minutes for it to fully dry. The little staining you see is just the glycerin. The paint seeps through it. Okay. Ironically, if I used Scotch tape, would you believe it won't do this? But I very rarely use Scotch tape on the canvas. But it won't seep through. Go figure, right? So, okay, guys. Have a good evening. I shall see you when I see you. Until next time. Peace.